President Henry Ashton of the United States attends a political gathering in Salamanca, Spain, to propose a worldwide treaty. An assassination attempt on the president is depicted with 8 opposing viewpoints. Transmitted in 23 minutes, extended to 90 minutes with each vantage point. Each time the events unfold from the beginning, a new vantage point is displayed, revealing fresh facts and eventually completing the account of what happened during the tragedy and who was involved in the conspiracy. As the president arrives at the meeting, GNN producer Rex Brooks, Sigourney Weaver, instructs various media employees from a mobile television studio. Mayor de Soto, Jose Carlos Rodriguez, delivers a brief speech before introducing the president, who is immediately shot twice from the stage by an unseen shooter. Soon after, there is an explosion outside the plaza. A subsequent explosion destroys the podium itself moments later, killing and injuring many others. GNN reporter Angie Jones, Zoe Saldana, is discovered dead amid the ruins as the smoke clears. The second viewpoint is provided by Secret Service agents Thomas Barnes, Dennis Quaid, and Kent Taylor, Matthew Fox. Barnes spots a curtain flapping in the window of a nearby purportedly abandoned building. He also notices Howard Lewis, Forrest Whitaker, an American visitor, photographing the audience. Barnes confronts Enrique Eduardo Noriega, who rushes to the podium after the president is shot. Taylor follows up on a tip about a possible assassin. Barnes storms into the GNN production facility after the second explosion and demands to see their footage. He contacts Taylor, who informs him of the suspected assassin's escape path. Barnes is then startled by an image on one of the camera's live feeds, prompting him to flee. Enrique, who purports to be a Spanish police officer assigned to defend the mayor of Salamanca, witnesses his fiancée Veronica Ayelet Zarrer being embraced by a stranger and overhears them discussing meeting under an overpass in a third perspective. When Enrique confronts her, Veronica assures him of her love for him as he offers her the bag she asked him to bring. Enrique jumps onto the stage to protect the mayor when the president is shot, but is tackled by Barnes. While being imprisoned, he observes Veronica tossing the bag he gave her beneath the platform, resulting in the second explosion. Enrique flees while the agents who had him in custody pursue him while firing rounds in his direction, failing to apprehend him. Enrique approaches an unidentified individual on the overpass and asks if he is surprised to see him still alive. A fourth viewpoint is around Howard Lewis, who is chatting with a man named Sam, said Tagmui, when a young girl named Anna, Alicia Zappin, knocks into him and drops her ice cream. Later, Lewis observes Barnes staring at a fluttering curtain in a nearby building's window and records it with his camcorder. Following the second explosion at the podium, Lewis pursues Enrique and the Secret Service agents who are pursuing him. Lewis observes the pair of agents shooting in the direction of Enrique from the flyover as he greets a guy in a police uniform beneath the overpass. Enrique collapses on the ground, seriously injured. Lewis notices Anna, who had become separated from her mother and was attempting to cross a busy junction. As Lewis runs out to help Anna, an ambulance speeds down the road, poised to hit her. The sixth viewpoint begins with President Ashton returning to his hotel room with his advisors after being notified of a credible assassination threat, while his body double proceeds to the gathering in the square. The first explosion, which occurs just outside the hotel, is revealed to be the result of a suicide bomber disguised as a bellhop detonating a device. A masked assassin storms into the president's room seconds later, shoots his advisors, and then kidnaps Ashton. Enrique, who did not die in the podium bomb as planned, confronts Javier and Taylor at the overpass. Enraged, Javier shoots Enrique, falsely believing he knows where his stolen sibling is. Taylor then shoots and kills Javier after he requests to be transported to his brother, who was killed earlier by Suarez. Enrique succumbs to his wounds as Barnes arrives on foot and fires 6 bullets at Taylor, who attempts to run. Barnes drags out a seriously injured Taylor after he crashes his automobile. He instructs Taylor to expose the location of the president's kidnapping, but Taylor is killed. Meanwhile, in the ambulance, President Ashton regains consciousness and strikes Veronica, distracting her and Suarez just as Anna rushes into their path. Suarez swerves, flipping the ambulance just as Lewis pulls Anna out of the danger. Barnes dashes to the ambulance, where he discovers Veronica dead. He kills Suarez and saves the president. That's all guys. Hey, if you enjoyed this video, make sure you subscribe the channel. Hit the subscribe button, leave me a comment,